Good evening, welcome back. We're gonna see game 2 of the best of 3 between Power Rangers and Relax. You are doing fine. So let's get back into it. Vickermont after game 1, 13 minutes. Any like reassuring words that Relax still has this?
Yes, they can ask for an administrative remake and we'll go back to the beginning of the series.
Boom. Burned. That's what you call burned, and if you don't know what that's about, well, if you have Twitter and you're following some respectable people from the Dota 2 community, then you probably know. Apparently there is drama going on right now in the
Respectable
D2CL.
people from the Dota community?
Respectable
Who's that?
people. As in, respectable people, I mean like a certain amount, like you have to actually follow Dota 2 people to be able to know what's going on.
Oh, like a respectable number of people.
Respectable number of people. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, and yeah. Well, yeah.
I thought you were like classifying Dota 2 respectable and unrespectable.
This guy is not respectable to follow. Yeah, but oh god, like I only look at my Skype groups like it's in a second, and then like boom, there is drama. It's like, okay, I have to know what this drama is about.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I got like a 30-second crash course in the drama. It sounds pretty amazing, but we've got a pretty dramatic series of our own here. Because Power Rangers just drafted VS again, and they already have Venno and AA. So
I have to say, this draft also goes very fast, right?
Yes. Well, a little slower because the thing about the Witch Doctor pick and the Earthshaker pick last game is neither of them really care about hitting 6th all that much. Like, Echo Slam was completely immaterial to that game. And, like, Witch Doctor, yeah, it killed Tame My Wild once, but the heroes are ready from level 1. Not quite as true of, like, Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition desperately wants to hit 6 as quickly as possible. But it's true that Cold Feet is certainly effective early. Venomous Gale can be effective early.
True. I have to say, though, because now for Relax, you're doing fine. I mean, they have to know what's coming, right? This is like okay, so you know what's coming. You know they're gonna play or you expect that, but they're gonna do the same thing. What do you do?
But there is tricky things that they can do. Like they can do Venno mid or AA mid and have the Venge as support. Like the crazy thing about leading with a game 1 like the one they did is that pardon my French, but it's like a mind fuck, right? Like now they draft VS again, and you're like,
what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Yeah, you don't know. And Relax taking a long time to think about this pick. I mean, the Bane and the Clockwork still are, I think, are really good drafts because a Nightmare and Cogs, they're both very strong at stopping something in its tracks. Put down Cogs, you can stop a push if you place it properly. Have a Nightmare on one of the most MVP targets of your enemy team, and you can stop a push, or you can stop a gank, or you can stop something.
Yeah. I mean, the Bane is a solid choice just as a general hero. My only concern is that if they do end up with a Space Rush lineup that just tries to take all 7 towers by 13 minutes, Bane is a horrible anti-pusher. The worst in the game, bar none. Like, he can't kill creeps. The hero is fundamentally incapable of murdering creeps. And then, like, Clockwork, if they can... Okay, yeah. With the Undying, they're balancing out, going for a much more... early game robust lineup that can actually stand up to an early assault. Like if they keep Clockwork from hitting 6, it's gonna start getting scary. But I think the Undying goes a long way.
Yeah, I like the Undying pickup. I mean,
it's like a panic pick, but it's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it can also transition into late game very decently. I mean, okay, it's not as strong, but it's not necessarily something that will really fall off depending on how the early game goes, of course. I like the pick a lot. We are gonna see another Witch Doctor, so I think this might be Ancient Apparition mid. Like really, how or Venno carry? Like there are so many. Why not just pick 5 heroes that are normally played as support? And I mentioned it previous game. If supports are supports because they're strong early and can protect the carry that's not so strong early. And
face rush.
Yeah, no, exactly. Pick 5 supports. Everybody can, run in and do things, and then...
I disagree with any of these are supports. A is a mid, Venno's a semi-carry, Witch Doctor's a hard carry, and Vengeful Spirit's a hard carry.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't agree with this
Only
pick.
Supports in this game is Bane. Shadow Demon was a support until 6.80, now he's a mid.
What do you think about Lone Druid, though? Because I have to say, like, I am a bit scared, because Lone Druid doesn't come online until... later on.
5, really. I mean, he's tanky, and a bear is a bear. It can be effective. Although the thing I kind of agree with you. I say like you can't over respond. Like you can't be like, oh, I guess we also have to pick 5 early game heroes, or like we're just doomed. You still have to play your own game to some extent. My concern with the Lone Druid, I think, is what you're highlighting. Like if they just throw a wave of terror and a venomous gale on it, like that bear's dead. Like they can absolutely kill the bear at early levels with their if they just pair the like VS Veno Witch Doctor against.
You know which hero I would like to see again, like on the side of Power Rangers as well?
What?
Le Shrek.
Okay. Yeah, that could work.
I think that would be nice. Have some extra, because I mean they could use the extra tower push. Previous game they had a Nature's Prophet.
I think they're gonna take a mid though. Maybe I'm not sure.
No, Ancient Depression mid. You called it already.
I don't know if I believe in my own call of being a mid. It could happen, I guess.
Well,
I
it looks like
mid. I've played it.
It looks like Relax thought I needed a mid. Viper got banned.
Yeah, I think so. And Power Rangers banned Pugna, thinking that Relax would send Pugna mid. Pugna, of course, very good in the situation that Relax could find themselves in. He can push down towers. He can just drop his AoE into the middle of a pack of enemy heroes and do damage a lot quicker than Bristle. Oh, Bristleback. Okay. Yeah. Yikes.
Yikes. Oh, I like it though. If it works, it's so strong. I have to say,
Bristle's an incredibly strong hero. Like, still borderline overpowered.
And it's also a bit of a tombstone killer. Like, you need a tombstone killer, and Life Stealer was already removed. So, Bristleback, like, who else are you going to have?
Quills work?
No, Quills
against zombies? Okay.
Against the zombies? I don't think so, but I'm not entirely sure.
I assume no, but, like, I see Undying so not often now that, like, it's hard to say.
Well, Gyrocopter is the last one. I think, like, late game is in the hands of Relax, but early game, it's what it's all going to be about. If Relax can hold their own early on in the game, then they'll be fine. But if they're not, it's going to be bad real fast, I think.
Internets say, yes, Quill Spray will instantaneously kill every zombie in range.
Oh, really?
So, RIP Dirge the Undying.
Bye, Dirge. Yeah. That's huge.
It is actually pretty huge. I like this Gyro pick because of the, unlike Luna, who doesn't level Moonglaves early, Gyro, because it gets Flat Cannon so early, actually will deal good AoE damage if the other team is 5-manning, right? So he's got much better early. Oh my god, they are level 1 Roche.
So,
will wonders never cease? Oh my goodness.
So if
this is a really good level 1 Roche lineup because Bristle's good against Roche and Venge is amazing. So actually this is pretty easy.
Yeah, they have already got -5 armor on the Roshan, so that's
this is so good. No, this is incredible.
And if you have like an early game lineup already, I would have thought they already had a pretty scary lineup. Oh, Bashes. Woohoo! Close.
It's alright, he needs to put a 4th snot. Okay, he's got. Oh, he lost the snot stack.
He lost the snot stack. Oh, and FNG is gonna take a beating.
It's alright. The thing is, the heal is so efficient. Like, look how much he has in the tank, especially if he uses a Clarity.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a free salve on everybody. It's so crazy.
It's so insane, and that's gonna be level 2 for everybody, and that's Roshan. And
oh my god,
they already have such a strong early game lineup. Oh, I know what that means actually. So it's not very friendly. It's not very friendly from Dread. Let's take a look at who is playing what though. So
Power Rangers were all chatting during that, like during the whole time they're just all chatting with Dread, and then he says, "You distracted us."
Yeah, I would say the same to be honest. It's mind games. That's what they are. FNG on the Witch Doctor once more. Moon on his Vengeful Spirit. J4. This time on the Ancient Apparition. Middle will have Cheshire Cat playing Venomancer. So Venomancer solo mid, and it will be Scandal on the solo safe lane on his Bristleback. And I will allow you to introduce Relax. You're doing fine.
Alright. Relax, you are doing fine, who may be using their titular chat command to themselves right now to make sure that they don't panic in the beginning of Game 2. Yoki, playing under the name Fuck Off, is on Gyro. Windex, or Sakura, playing under the name Dance and Trance, is on Bane. And the tri-lane is rounded out by Dread on the Undying. Undying, a great 3v3 healer hero, really why they picked this guy. And then they will have in the mid, it'll be Tame My Wild, this time playing Clockwork. He's playing under the name Carp. And then in the off lane, it's going to be Shocklow on the Lone Druid. And he's got a 1v1 matchup. I think exactly what they were hoping for with the Lone Druid. Not having to sort of take a beating on the bear. Just getting a good 1v1. And if he hits 5, he should be okay against
Dread already got one hit into face. He's dead. He is so dead. One more hit needed. Oh, and a nightmare denied!
Nice deny.
Nice deny. Brilliant deny. Perhaps
But
there's
the
still going to
problem
be a dead... Yeah, gyro, though. The problem is a dead gyro. Cold Feet and Chilling Touch. Level 2 now. That's scary.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's quite alright. Interestingly enough, this time they are not farming the VS, or they are farming the VS, but they're also farming the Witch Doctor. They can soon decide who they want to farm in this lane.
Both? Well, Witch Doctor is having more last hits, so I don't know.
No, it is VS. Witch Doctor is just getting them because VS wasn't in range, I guess, because she's a pretty short range hero. So this lane's not going quite as well as it was the previous time, and Clockwork is doing very well against Venno mid. Although, now that Venno has a few levels, this is tough for Clockwork to deal with.
You mean the wall of wards and stuff?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is so annoying. Constantly the lane will be pushed out to the tower. And
every time this hit him, Poison Sting is applied. Now, it's level 3 wards and only level 1 Poison Sting. But still, the reason you do this is the HP of the ward grows so dramatically, especially level 1 to level 2. I think he maybe should have considered 1, 2, 2.
Wait a second, bottom lane. The Tombstone is up, but I think it's going to be too late for the gyro. He's going to be dead already. The Cold Feet will do it, and Witch Doctor actually with the Maledict on him as well. And a Moon.
Moon's pretty deep.
Yeah,
oh, he's fine.
He's fine. And though, yeah, I mean, they could just dive the tier 1 tower and walk away clean, even with the Tombstone, which is, I mean, such a strong ability for those kind of situations.
Yeah. I mean, the flat cannon is doing a lot of work, at least. It's like, you can see it. Its J4 is actually pretty low just from flat cannon hits.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, in the mid, yeah, Clockwork's farm has flatlined. He was ahead early, but now there's just a trillion wards. I mean, this is how you play Venom mid. This is how Mushi played it against OD, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Now he's placing the forward wards just to tag Clockwork with the Poison Sting.
And get some vision, of course, as well. And I mean, the top lane is really the only lane where Relax should be getting most of their farm from, or most of their hope from, maybe for later on in the game. I mean, Clockwork will still get levels, and his hookshot will still be very important. But Lone Druid is supposed to carry this. He is doing very nicely, though. He is actually higher on last hits than the Bristleback. In the meantime, bottom lane. No, the Cold Feet coming up on Dread again. And, I mean, doesn't even have to proc, but with the Maledict there, it's enough to take care of everybody. Maybe Dread, one more. A Nightmare comes out. Nice dodge for one last tick, but there will be another. No, there won't be another tick. Nicely done. Gyro will still die, though.
Yeah. Again, they're picking off the gyro repeatedly, and Yoki just can't find any purchase in this lane. Cheshire Cat has rotated mid, by the way. They're gonna dive, I think. Yep. So as soon as the Aegis comes up for a Scandal and he's back up to full health, they dive right in. They're probably gonna take Shocklow, or at least. Oh, what a block with his bear body! But I think he still dies.
I think so too. It's not gonna be enough. He will die indeed. Lone Druid. The Hope carry. It's
so putting the
0-5.
Mid.
Yeah.
At least he's level 6.
Yes.
So maybe Hookshot will save the world? I don't know. Because this is starting to get out of control again.
It makes me wonder if Power Rangers has to be somewhere. If they got a hot date or something. It's like,
collectively?
well, let's make this too fast game, shall we? Basically that. Like, cause really. Last game 13 minutes, and this game also already seems to be so way ahead for Power Rangers.
Yeah, I don't think it's over, though. I think Relax this is actually a more stable position than the one they were in last game. Downsides, Lone Druid doesn't have a bear for 80 seconds. The Gyro has how many deaths? 3? But you know, Tame My Wild still has a lot of potential. He hasn't died, he has a decent farm, and he has Hookshot. Yeah,
and he is planning on using it. He is waiting around. No Observer Ward here for Power Rangers. They did just send a Wave of Terror through, but I don't think it caught him. But we'll see if they are going to try to go for this. If they want to try and fight. They saw also FNG movement. The thing is, though, also, which is good for Relax. I mean, yes, Power Rangers has been getting... Oh, the creeps are blocking the hook! And now he showed himself, so...
Ouch,
good luck with that.
Ouch. Yeah, they pick him out. But this has given Gyro room, and he's now has 11 last hits at least. That's decent.
And there's no towers down yet. The pushing potential on the side of Power Rangers.
Lone Druid.
He'll try to teleport out. Let's see. It should be enough. Should be enough.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Very nicely done.
Because yeah, Bristleback eventually is going to want to rotate as well. And interesting, he has a Sage's Mask. Maybe could see him building a medallion or something.
Bristleback? Could be.
Yeah,
I
it's a
wouldn't
great
mind
item on Bristleback. If you're going all in early, like it's a waste of farm if you're going to like try to carry, but we know that this is like a super hyper face rush lineup. It might be good. Your second rush will go even faster with a metal too.
Yeah, if we compare this to previous game, it is going a lot slower in terms of push for Power Rangers. I guess that's the lack of real pushing hero. They are going to try to take down the gyro again, though. The Gale comes out. Let's see. That's going to be
Easy.
dead. The Nightmare comes
Incredibly
out,
easy.
but it's still too much. There we go. Hookshot coming in, though. Tamo Wild trying to make something happen, but the moment he jumps in, he can't even get his cogs off. He just jumped in to give his life away. Double kill for FNG, and actually that kill, he was level 6. And, I mean, yes, there is a trial lane. We did also have Venno rotating, of course, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of levels going the way of Power Rangers as well.
No, it is. That is a huge fight. And the thing is, Cold Feet is... I think this ability might be a little bit broken. Like, like this lineup was good before, but I actually think like in fights it's even better now that they have the Cold Feet, because just the amount of damage this thing does. Sorry, not Cold Feet, Chilling Touch. Every time I said Cold Feet, I meant Chilling Touch.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. But like, it's 70 damage for 4 people for 5 attacks. Like, no! It does too much damage.
And if you, like, might not kill off the target, but if there is a Maledict, which is also being skilled by the Witch Doctor, yeah, goodbye, hero. Like, it's
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you only need to have 2 heroes hit the target with the Maledict on, and it's already so much damage coming out.
Yeah, Chilling Touch suffered a lot from the fact that like the effect of it was so invisible that people thought it was like bad, but it was never bad.
No.
And now it's been buffed so many times to the point of absurdity.
And when Power Rangers decided to start pushing, well, we already have 2 towers dead. Well, that's of course a big gold boost again for Power Rangers, which is probably the most important thing to take away from this one, of course, next to map control. But with the lane now pushing into the tower, I would actually say maybe Gyrocopter can get some safer farm, even though he's farming right now on middle lane. He'll probably get forced away from there real fast, and he should know this, that there's people coming in for him. So yeah, maybe he can do something bottom, but Venom is actually going to stick around bottom. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Just placed his wards and backed up.
Yeah, just because it keeps you from even approaching the lane to farm too. That's the other reason why actually you don't really want to mid AA.
Scandal might be in some trouble. Teleport coming in. Scandal's entangled and boxed in. Let's see if he can make it out. In comes FNG, and that's going to be a lifesaver. And I think it's actually going to. Yeah.
The bear died.
Bear died. 300 extra gold going the way of FNG. Jeez.
It almost killed Shaklo with the backlash damage.
Yeah. He summons a new bear as well before he teleports out.
Well,
a bit risky, but
why not?
Well, yeah, why not?
He knew that they were retreating.
Yeah.
That's I was just gonna say that's the reason why you don't mid AA is not because he's a bad mid, he's okay, but you don't get the advantage of his best spell by far, which is early on, which is Chilling Touch.
That is true. Vanguard up on Bristleback. Not a surprising item, to be honest. I mean, if you are gonna try and go for early game, then Vanguard is a really good item.
No. And they did make the metal, but not on the Bristle. He just goes straight for the shield, and Witch Doctor has the metal. If they want to go take Rush number 2, it's not quite up yet, but soon.
Yeah. I guess that is the unlucky factor for Power Rangers this time. It actually took almost the full duration of the maximum, or the maximum amount of time for Roche to respawn.
Yeah. Actually, just think about how crisp their timing was. If this was pre-6.79, they would already be doing almost done with Roche right now, because it's 11 minutes this game.
Yeah, they luckily have Venge. Sorry, not Venge. Well, maybe Venge too, but I meant Venomancer, where they can just place wards and actually have those scout out the Roshan without someone having to be in the pool, in the pit.
It's a huge deal.
A ult flying in. Can they try and take someone down? No. Invisibility really up for Venom as well, by the way.
Yeah. And actually, that does offer an opportunity. Oh,
Scandal.
Nice hook.
Nice hook shot. Can they fight this? They have to. In comes a Gale, already hit on 2. The call down is not enough to take Scandal down, but perhaps the rocket barrage is. He tries to run, he turns his back, he lives for sure, while Undying is the one to fall. In comes the Ward Death, Death of Ward, Ward of Death, but it doesn't really do anything. Nice entangle up on FNG, might be getting the kill, but nope, the heal is there.
No,
the bear is the target, and they get it to Venno this time with the gold, and yeah, the tombstone will go down as well.
Power Rangers are so TI5 meta this series.
This is... Like, okay, so we know right now Power Rangers ahead, they're awesome, they're doing wonky stuff, they're killing Roshan, they're having control over the game. Accepted. What does Relax do? Because obviously they know this too.
I mean, you gotta level the gyro more. You gotta level the Lone Druid more. You get control of your own jungle. They have good warding. You can't pick a fight. Even 5v1 you will lose, as we just saw in that fight. They had a 5v1 fight and they lost. So it's time to just admit, like, take some outer towers. So I like what they're doing now with, like, they use a call down just to clear the creep wave. It's smart, except he's going to eat a huge AA ult, but they should be able to take this tower. I think just take outer towers if you can. Try to farm the Gyro and Lone Druid and avoid fights completely until they're on high ground. Because they have a pretty decent high ground defending lineup now that they have Gyrocopter and Clockwork.
Moon actually went for a different build this game, by the way. Because you just saw it. Yeah, he did, because he has got swap at level 8.
Oh, I thought you meant items. Tread
oh, no. Oh, sorry. No, I meant skill build.
Yeah, swap.
And... I'm totally agreeing with you. Like, they have, Relax cannot fight. They've proven that. And I think that's why the swap is such a strong spell, because right now Power Rangers, yes, they've got okay push, but they had, of course, better push last time. They didn't really need to fight. And now, having fights and getting kills is actually doing, would be a bit more important, I'd say. And the swap, therefore, is very strong. But...
Have Relax gotten a kill this series?
No,
they got a couple kills last game, right?
It's it's 0-9 right now.
I mean this entire series.
Oh yeah, they had like 5.
Okay,
because they killed Nature's Prophet like 3 times.
Yeah, you're right. Because of course they got the first blood and the pressure on Nature's Prophet. You're totally right.
Yeah.
It's just it feels like they have it.
This is true.
Bane's gonna get out.
They get a
kill right
they
here.
get a kill. Venomancer gets picked up right there. Flare doing the work.
Yeah,
so
he didn't get the memo that everyone was leaving,
including the cameraman.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. They still have the Aegis up on Moon. Veno, that wasn't... Actually, oh my god, they didn't get any extra gold for killing Veno because he has no kills, just assists. So, not even that much of a gain.
And were they even in range for experience? More than Clockwork? Because Clockwork is the one... I mean, he's already has his level 7 right now, so... You know. Right. And he actually... Oh my god! Clockwork bought an urn! Yay! He finally has 2 charges! Maybe they want to fight right now, though. I don't know if they should. In comes the bear.
Well,
there's also Clockwork already up on Scandal, but Scandal's going to be okay. With Aeod flying in and Lone Druid, it's not going to be okay. With the Gyro trying to run now as well. Getting snotted upon by Scandal. And comes the stun on Dread as well. Magic Missile doing work.
Yeah, I mean,
and the Veno getting Venomancer slowing down the Bane as well, who will end up dropping. I mean, that why you just said like they shouldn't fight, and what did they do?
They can't win a 5v1. They can't win anything because you have Mechanism, Urn, and Witch Doctor heal already available, and Bristleback scales with healing better than almost any other hero because of his huge magic damage resistance from the back, and they keep dumping damage into Scandal, which is like. They're getting 6 points of damage for every 10 damage they deal, and then add the heals to that, and you're never going to kill Bristle. Maybe you can kill somebody else, but otherwise I would say just try to stay high ground, but whatever. It's fine.
Well, I mean, they're probably Magic Miss up on Dread? Oh, no. Sorry.
They're probably pretty tilted by this point, right? Like, wouldn't you be?
Yeah. Yeah. Hookshot comes in still though. They want to try and fight. Poison Nova coming out from Cheshire Kitten with a cold and actually hitting up on 3. Is doing a lot of damage, but the Mechanism comes out for Power Rangers, and it is Power Rangers that have not lost a single hero. Clockwork already dead, already bought back, already back in. This swap coming out up on the Bane, who gets stunned up and killed off. Tries to brain sap, can't get it done anymore. Dread dies. Everybody drops on the side of Relax. Clockwork, really, you just died. Can't afford to die again, but they can't get their foot in the door, and Power Rangers is inside, and they can't force them out. GG called. A 13-minute game, a 15-minute game. Power Rangers, they really showed dominance here in this game. These games, multiples.
30 combined, so combined score of the entire series is 30-4, 28 minutes. So both of these games combined together is one very short lopsided game.
Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. And
that's the TI5 meta.
I then wonder, like, Relax, we mentioned at the start of the previous game that they just lost before that against the team The Puck. Like, how much does it impact their mentality, right? I mean, maybe it would have happened anyway. I mean, it was very strong play from Power Rangers, and it didn't look like Relax necessarily played really bad. But it was... I don't know, they just got overrun. I wasn't expecting these games to be so one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, Relax is a pretty competent team.
Yeah.
They've upset a lot of CIS teams, and I mean, obviously they have star power. Dread is a very well known player. Team My Wild is. Yeah, this is just sometimes sometimes you play a TI3 meta lineup and TI5 meta is what the other team's playing, and then you get out TI'd.
Out TI'd. Don't want to have that happen. Well, that does mean, I mean, Relax is not completely out of the tournament just yet, but we do know that Power Rangers will move on to the grand finals. Of course, you're watching the Yard White Festival, and this was the winners bracket final, so Relax will be facing Zero Respect, I believe. Date is not yet set, but it will be, hopefully, at some point. And should be somewhere this week, maybe tomorrow even already. And Power Rangers will be waiting in the grand finals to see who will be facing them. The grand finals are best of 5, and I think that the loser bracket finals might be best of 3, but I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that Zero Respect is already waiting for their opponent, waiting for Relax. By the way, Relax was in the winners bracket. They were beating Next Please, Full Assassins, 4FC to get here, so definitely, deserve to be here. It's not like they kind of rolled their way through, but they just got rolled out of the winners bracket, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about winning in this manner too, and why Power Ranger, like just in terms of general tournament game theory, you're pretty likely to see Relax again in the grand finals. You give away nothing with a series like this. Like you pick basically the exact same gimmick lineup twice. You don't have to reuse it for the grand finals if you don't want to.
True.
You give away no information and you send the other team into potentially a single elim situation.
It's just, if you do the same thing twice, you would at some point, your enemy team should be able to come up with something to work against it, right? That's what my...
Well, but again, it's the messing with your mind factor. Like, you see the VS third pick again, you're like, no.
But they still went for the Lone Druid as last pick, or the Gyrocopter rather, even though they already had the Lone Druid in terms of late game insurance. Right?
Right.
I don't know. Well played by Power Rangers.
I mean, the Lone Druid did okay pre-rotation. They figured, like, whatever, he'll find a 1v1 matchup and he'll do fine. And Power Rangers, their timings... Yeah, their timings were so incredibly aggressive. And the other thing you're not taking into account is the Roche. If you subtract one level from every single person on Power Rangers for the first 10 minutes, LD is actually fine by the time they rotate to gank him and might even win the lane against Bristle.
True.
And like Aegis on Bristle was the only reason they got the first gank on Shocklow, right?
Yeah, you're right, I guess. I mean, the level 1 Roche did boost everything for Power Rangers.
Yeah. But you should see this lineup and know that it's Roche, actually. Like, I didn't even say anything because I got distracted by the Vengeful Spirit carry, but when you see something like VS Bristle, that actually should be a red flag for Roche, because they didn't even need to have the other three be such good rushers too. Yeah.
So they needed to have, very strong game from Power Rangers. I mean, well-deserved win for them. I like the level 1 Roche. It's always good. Of course, make sure to follow us on Twitter, @Vickermont for my co-caster, @Cheever Gaming for myself. And do you have any last shout-outs or plugins before we head off and start to look what's up with the drama?
Yeah, drama time. Mm-hmm. We've had our series. Now it's time to go
grab the
yell at people on
pitchforks.
Twitter. Yeah. No. Yeah, I just wanted to remind people, if you're not super busy this weekend, Helium and I will be casting a LAN in Montreal. The LAN ETS should be really fun. It'll be on Twitch. I don't know the channel yet. And if you live in the general Quebec area, you can definitely come to Montreal and hang out with us. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, make sure you check that out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the stream will be announced still.
Yep.
And I mean, keep an eye also up on, of course, on all the websites that track which games there are, so that you know when we are going to see Zero Respect versus Relax, to know who will face Power Rangers in the grand finals of the Yard White Festival, which is almost coming to an end. A lot of
they were like, games. I think Zero Respect's like manager is looking for you or something, by the way. I don't know if you talked to him.
I talked to him, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks, Cheever. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a good night as well. And of course, thank you for watching as well. Make sure you stick around if you want to support us by watching commercials, if you want to do that way. And otherwise, just have a good evening, watch some Dota, play some Dota, enjoy some Dota. And we'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.